All right, welcome back. We have another showcase to do. This one's really cool. Obviously created by Cowan Baby 902 on PC. So I'm going to turn it over to him. Normally I walk you guys through these, but he has a ton of stuff going on, and it's a really cool build. So I'll go ahead and turn it over to you, sir.
Well, thank you. Yeah, this is my immersive satellite radio station camp. The kind of story idea of this is that some of the caravan decided to make a home out of this place, and so just a bunch of makeshift stuff that comes into it. So, kind of just starting on the right here, just a basic prefab with the shelter in it to fill in some space. Most of my budget's going to be used elsewhere, so still have some work to do in the shelter, but just some good filler there that looks you know junky and raidery and like it was put together after the war. Working our way out here, we've got a little bit of a merging going on. We've got the junkyard fountain that's merged over top of the rainwater collector, and then I've got the fountain going over it. Just a small thing, but the small things really make a big difference in the end. Working our way, we've got the satellite up here. I added at the very top here some strobe lights to really bring it to life, um, just to give it some style there. And then working our way into the outdoor area, we've got, some beer crafting. We've got cooking station over here. I did a merge on this one with the rotisserie cooking station so that it looks like there's actually some meat cooking in there. Um, just a basic merge, drop merge for that. A little bit more complicated. I've got my running truck. So this one I had to merge the container into the first truck here, and then merge the first truck into a second one because that container is too big for one truck to fit. So that one was by far the most technical I think that I have here. Some added things that I ran with it. I put underground a large generator at the base of this so that it sounds like the truck is running, and then threw in some lights to look like headlights.
Yeah, these bottom lights right here, those are actual camp lights, that would mount to the floor, and they came out really good looking on this, man. I like it.
Thank you. Yep, and I don't know if you can tell, but that little conduit down right here is what's connected to the generator. So that generator's underground connected to that conduit. Um, Working our way back on it, this is serving as my vending shop. So I've got these new lights that came out work perfect as little brake lights for my running truck. Had to work with some different foundations and things, so like I placed a floating wall in here to close off that space so that you can't see the second truck. Aside from that, the only merging that I have in this area is the fortune teller machine. I put the TV aquarium in with it. And working our way around, going to the front of the main living quarters. You've got just a basic little merge, but a nice one. With the sculptures and then the skull candle lights. So that's a fun little one if you want to change it up and make it look a little more Raider-esque. Working your way towards the right here, we've got just a really basic bedroom. I did a quick drop merge on the jewelry stand so that big wonky stand base isn't there. Going into the bathroom, I don't have too many merges aside from there's a stool here so you can sit on the toilet, and then I merged the shower into the bathtub so that it actually looks like it's more made for an indoor shower. With that one, it wasn't actually a drop merge. I did a flamethrower trap and then repaired it and placed it down.
Now, I stole this idea from him, and I put it up in a camp recently. because I thought it was a great idea. I drop merged mine. I didn't destroy it. And
Mm,
they
yeah.
they they came out looking slightly different. So if you decide that you're going to use this, you may want to try it both ways just to see what you think about how it looks, and then obviously use whatever's going to be best for your situation.
Yep. And the reason that I did this one is because then I don't have an added item using up my budget. So that was my purpose for running that way. Working our way over here, we've got some just really basic stuff. I connected this terminal by, making the wall a door and then connecting it to the outdoor stuff and changing it back. So that's how it's powered up. Um, Going up here, this is technically one of the doors, but I decided that I wanted that to be a picture frame instead. Um, Other than that, you've just got your basic displays and items there. Working your way towards the science area, we've got a bit of different things going on. So I took the decontamination shower and I merged it into the symptomatic. And then if you place that all on a conduit and make I had to break down the wall entirely, place it down, and then repair it and use a doorway. And that's why it's synced into the wall the way that it is to try to save some space.
That
I've
is
also got the
awesome merge.
I've also got the radioactive barrel that is can be activated that I merged into the radioactive barrel plant. So that's actually you can get rads from that. Going in towards the garage, got just some basic things that look sciency for the chemistry bench. Got some things to look really junky. I did have to break some stuff down so I could put the doghouse here. The terminal is hidden in the back. Unfortunately, the only way I can access it is by breaking down the generator. But you really don't need to do it once you've got what you want set. On here, I've got a combination of the weapons workbench and the armor's workbench merged into each other. And then I've drop merged that whole combination into the miscellaneous truck. You can kind of tell it almost looks like an exhaust pipe, but that's down here. That exhaust pipe is what I use to merge the weapons bench into the armor bench because a lot of times it doesn't place.
No, this is definitely one of my favorite merges that I've seen in a long time.
And then to the left, just a really basic one. You've got the brick wall is thick enough that if you turn it into a doorway, you can place that special item down and then replace it with a regular solid wall. And on both sides, you can't see those perk cards that break your immersion from the game.
Yeah, I absolutely hate this punch card machine. Anybody who knows me or talks to me about camp building knows it because I absolutely hate this mother effer. It's terrible.
Yep. So that leads back to the outside area, working our way into the main living quarters again. I'll show you first the little projection living room station. No fancy merging or anything going on this one. Just some basic displays to look nice. Looking to the right here, I did merge the campfire into the wood stove. One of my favorites, just nice traditional look. And then the one that was really an accident that I discovered, but I was really glad I did. Um, I was trying to put some plants indoors, and I accidentally discovered that if you put down a concrete dirt tile, you can also drop a wooden dirt tile over top of it. So this is technically two different foundation pieces. If you look, you make both of them a dirt tile like this. You drop your plants down, and then whatever one that the plants are not attached to, you can replace it with your regular concrete. And then from there, I put down some potted plants and this canoe chair to make them look like they're potted.
That looks freaking awesome. That was a really, really creative usage of that canoe. I don't know if you just figured that out on your own or seen it somewhere, but man, that looks good.
Yeah, it was really hard because it's a wide plant piece and there's no options to really find something that's like a potted plant without it sticking out all funky. So I had really had to look around through everything. I went through four pieces, miscellaneous, and then finally once I hit the chairs and I saw that, I was like, that's the one.
Very, very cool.
Going towards the kitchen, I don't know if you've done this before, but these drop merges are a little funky to work with. You have to basically place down the sink where you want it to end up dropping, and then you find out which one of these four shelf pieces is attached to the sink. Then you drop merge it into that, and then you have to place it down, destroy it, and then you can place the other ones on top of it. So it's a little bit more technical, but once you figure out the secret to it, you can drop merge all these items. So I've got the display shelf that's, got your coffee mugs, your tea, and your stein, and then I put a four-piece toaster next to it to just try to fill in that space. The canned coffee with it, and
Very, very
then
cool.
working over here, this is not actually the normal vending machine. This is the door. So when you open that up, that leads to my display shelf with all my different collections.
I love this one. This is another one that's on my. It's got to be obviously the top five of cool merges. I love what you did with the door, and I love that armor workbench plus the truck bed. That's freaking awesome.
This one is actually a the opposite of a drop merge. You use the camp module to raise your items up. So that's why, again, I like using conduits. They're a little bit more subtle, but all of those pieces are attached to the conduit. After you've raised up those pieces with the camp module enough, you can place another one down below it. So that's all one single piece held together by that conduit on the ground.
That's very cool. And what a lot of people aren't going to realize, um, these are two separate shelves. That's why he was mentioning that the can't raise trick. I'm sure that you can look that up. Uh, but yeah, a lot of people that may or may not have this display case or your display rack, you know, just realize that that is two separate shelves that he put in there. It looks so awesome.
It's actually three separate shelves.
Oh, is it?
Um, it is, yeah, because they're in layers of two.
Two, three. Oh yeah, you're right. I can see the signs. See, and that's bad. That's why I wanted to explain it because I know what it looks like and I still missed it.
Just a really basic thing too. I took the Watchtower prefab, and if you line it up just right, you can even see it's not even perfect on mine, but you can place foundation pieces all around it. Once you've done that, you want to go up about a 4.5, and then you put a slanted wall, and that closes off that ceiling up here just perfectly. Where then you have your upstairs access to this is my Stephen Scarberry entrance. Nothing crazy going on here. I ended up running out of a lot of budget, so this was just a small addition. But just one really small thing that I enjoyed about this one is having the map and putting the atomic lamp as if it were like a nuke location on there. Um, but yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all I have on this camp.
Oh, that's it?
That's it.
That's it? Oh man, I'm disappointed in you. I mean, you only done a whole crap ton of work and a lot of merging and you know, it looks great though. And the truck too. I like this. This is really creative. You know, the use of the brake lights on it. Um, Obviously putting this wall in so you can't see the back of the cab of the truck.
It's a good camp.
Very,
Second
very
original.
cool. All right. Well, until next time, uh, please
Mr.
stay
Stitches.
safe out there.
Mr. Stitches.
Hang on, man. We're finishing up our video. All right. Well, you guys have a great day. Be safe out there in the wasteland. This guy, Villainous, is always picking on me, and then this guy was murdering me too because I was out of my power armor. So, all right. Have a
In
great
your back.
day. Be safe, everybody. Bye bye.